Hey, what's up guys? Books Nelson here, back with another video, and we'll be talking about some news today. As the pre-orders are released, the covers have been released, and so we'll talk about what's in those packages. We'll get a look at the covers, and we'll drop a bit of PC news. So let's start with the PC news right off the top. PC will be current gen next year, right? Or next gen or whatever. It will no longer be last gen. Which is great news for PC players. You'll be getting the much better version of the game from here on out, but it will not be crossplay. So that is that as far as the PC news. So let's go we'll look at the pre-order bonuses in a moment. But first, let's get a quick look at the covers. So guys, full disclosure, I am an artist by trade, right? I do stuff like, I mostly draw, but I also do design things like these covers for a living. And as a professional, I can tell you these colors are absolutely terrible. These covers are terrible. The colors are terrible too. These are just objectively terrible covers. It's just literally pictures of the players that it looks like somebody got off of their phone. And it looks like they had 25 minutes to do the covers. I don't know if and I'm not trying to get personal, but if in their layoffs they fired the art director, they need to hire a new one stat. They need to get a new art director immediately. Because if you look at the previous covers of the game, really 2K covers were getting better and better over time, right? Like they used to have pictures with a little Photoshop-y in the background. Then they started doing some more graphic stuff you see with Freak and Ben Simmons here, right? They had the cool one with LeBron James. Then they started to get more expressive with 2K20, started really bringing the themes in. And by the time they got to 2K21, 22, and 23, they were doing these awesome paintings with like these, great color ideas and everything else going on. They really found their voice with the covers. And so these just cell phone pictures are a major step back. And it looks like ChatGPT made a 2K25 cover, but it wasn't allowed to use any of the good covers as reference. And it was just like, what if a year one high school graphics art student had to make a cover only using the pictures and the logo? And it's absolutely terrible and disgraceful, and they need to do better. But that's it for the criticism. Let's go ahead and get into the pre-order bonuses. So, and I'm going to actually give my honest recommendations on this. Before I do this, my team players should not pre-order this game, no matter what is available, until the very last day. Because if the entire My Team community unanimously showed how upset they are with the game by delaying their pre-order as long as possible, 2K would see those numbers and they would be alarmed by it, right? So, and I think that alarm is a healthy response to a lot of the stuff we've seen this year. If you're playing My Career, do what you want. I had a blast playing My Career. I thought My Career was actually a pretty good game this year. And still enjoy playing in the rec to this very day. I still get excited about playing in the rec with my friends. I actually very much like 2K24 from a gameplay standpoint. That video is on the way as well. But let's go ahead and get into the content. So Hall of Fame edition bonus. So I don't know what the prices are, a bajillion dollars for each one or whatever. But so virtual currency, 100,000 VC. So obviously, if you're going in there for the League Pass stuff, this is going to be worth it because the League Pass is good. It's also got the Pro Pass with 4 automatic Pro Passes. If you play all year and you keep getting the Pro Pass, then you can calculate that value for yourself. I will talk about the VC for a moment. It is actually cheaper to buy the standard edition of the game and just pay for the VC outright. Usually it's much cheaper to do that. So keep that in mind as you go forward, because usually I don't know what it is exactly right now, but it tends to be, in fact, maybe the Xbox pre-orders are up. We can look that up right now. We'll see if we can find something, but yeah, let's see here. No, it's still 2K25 up. So we'll see later if 2K, what the actual prices are, but usually the value of these packages is not equivalent to just the VC. So if you just wanted the game and VC, it is, in my opinion, usually much more worth it to just buy the main edition of the game and buy the VC outright. Okay, My Career content. So I'll talk about this just a little bit. None of this is worth it. This is all terrible stuff, right? because early in the year, skill boosts are relevant because you're building up your character. So because you're building up your character, you're going to you're going to play through these 25 games before you have any use for these skill boosts, right? Almost no matter what, because even if you put all the VC into your character, there's still going to be an 85 overall with no badges, right? So the process of getting those badges is going to eat up these skill boosts. So these are not worth it if they unlock automatically, which I believe they usually do. My Team promo box, we know this stuff is generally not worth it right here. 389 overalls is probably a little bit of a head start, but you know that first promo is really going to be what you're looking for. So again, if I was looking at these rewards, I would say buying the standard edition and then taking the difference between the standard edition and this Hall of Fame edition. Again, if you're not caring about League Pass, if you're just caring about the rewards, and making up that difference by just buying the VC outright in the beginning would be a bigger bonus than any of this stuff, right? Because this stuff you'll unlock in the game pretty early. It's actually very similar to the My Career situation, where all of the stuff you'll have to do in the beginning playing the game is going to get you a lot of what's going on here anyway, so it's not really a big benefit in my opinion. Don't think these rewards are super great. So XP coin, wow, there's only one XP coin. That's so stingy. I think they really want you to buy the Hall of Fame pass. And shout out to the person in my comment section who was like, I can tell you buy the Hall of Fame pass every year because of you absolutely every season. Like, you're 100% wrong. I literally do not spend any money on the game besides buying the Pro Pass. I could prove that to you, but you know, it's not important enough of a situation for me to bring up my content. Just know that it's okay to be wrong on the internet sometimes. And I'll let it slide this once. But that's a ridiculous claim. Because it doesn't serve me to lie about that kind of thing, because I'm literally giving advice on what it's like when you only have the Pro Pass. For me to say that, but secretly be buying the Hall of Fame pass is ridiculous. I would just be talking about how good the Hall of Fame pass is if that's where I saw the value was. I don't think the value's in the Hall of Fame pass. I don't recommend the Hall of Fame pass. I'm against it, not because I'm pocket watching, but just because I think if you're going to spend that $10, spend it on VC or something, or whatever. Only buy the Pro Pass, because I think you can get through the seasons pretty well if you use your coins wisely, which I also talked about in a video. So shout out to that person. But anyway, 89 overall Jason Tatum card. That is very interesting, because that card is probably going to be pretty good. And because he's the cover boy, I wonder if he's going to get any new animations. His shot is already absolutely outstanding, but his dribble moves are by and large not great. His step back is dope, but outside of his step back jumper, his hop jumper, he has a lot of boo-boo animations. Now, in the beginning of the year, just being tall and having a good jumper goes a long way. And I do think this card will probably help your team early on. And this is from the Trendsetter Award. But this is actually one of the better things I'm seeing in here, because that early Jason Tatum's probably going to be one of the best small forwards that you can get in the first week of the game. But that having been said, yeah, I don't see a whole lot of reason to pre-order outside of the League Pass, to be honest with you. I don't think any of this stuff is worth it. Last year, I initially got the normal version of the game, and I think I spent, I don't know, maybe $20 on VC. So I didn't spend as much as I would have spent if I pre-ordered in the beginning of the year, but I basically chose that method instead of going with like a pre-order Hall of Fame edition sort of thing. And this year, I would definitely do that, because I don't think these rewards are very worth it at all. I think just buying the standard edition and making it up with the VC is what you would want to do. I just realized the regular editions are here on the side, but yeah, it's the same rewards. It's like basically the same rewards. And the standard edition, you just get the 5,000 VC, and you still get the Tatum card with the Trendsetter Award. So that's really dope. So yeah, I recommend the standard edition. And I also don't recommend that you pre-order. Now, for my team people, you might find out that there's some other card that you get with the pre-order. We'll have to keep our eye on that early release content. This is just the first bit of news. So if there's an advantage to pre-ordering, I still recommend doing it maybe the day before though. Do not pre-order today and show them your enthusiasm for this game if you're a part of this community. I think that's an objectively terrible idea. I think the My Team community, this is a moment for the My Team community to take a stand and let their voices be heard by absolutely speaking with their pre-order wallets. Listen, if you play 2K every year like I do, like I have for every single 2K since the Dreamcast version, you know you're going to get the game. But they watch, as we discuss a lot on this channel, they watch these numbers very closely. They'll be watching these pre-order numbers. And if they see that the pre-orders are low, they're going to know why. And honestly, they will probably be able to tell that it's the My Team player because of the accounts that have not pre-ordered. Because again, they look at all of this data. So they'll probably literally be able to say, our My Team community is not pre-ordering the game, right? So for that reason, I say do not pre-order this game. But we'll be back with more news and commentary as more of this stuff comes out. We will be talking about gameplay and wrapping up 2K24 as we start to wind down to 2K25. And there's this sentiment that there are going to be female My Career players or female My Team players for the first time this year because of this cover. If you want to hear me talk about that, let me know in the comment section, because I do have some thoughts on such things. I might make that video anyway. But yeah, I think that issue is not as black and white as people seem to think. That having been said, thank you for your support. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you all in the next one, and peace.